Hi everyone. So before jumping right into our project and the problem we wish to address, it was important for us as a team to gauge a better understanding of our healthcare partner, Crystal. So Crystal is an occupational therapist, but more about her personality is that she is one who doesn't miss a chance to get creative, whether that be in her workspace or in her personal life. Now, most of her window of creativity comes in forms of cooking meals or adding color to her outfits as a way to de-stress after work. Now, with this little bit of background, we moved on to the next step, figuring out the problem. So, designing something innovative in an environment that is not necessarily fostering creativity can be challenging. And this was what we deduced after our first conversation with Crystal. She explained that there is a cultural problem of silence at her workplace, and with the concept of seniority and her being a new member of the team, she felt like she was not in a strong enough position to address that. Due to that, it can be extremely difficult for her ideas about new personalized treatment plans to thrive. So now we got the challenge down. And from here on, we moved on to craft some how might we statements that we can use to help her out.
However, in our second meeting with Crystal, we learned a lot that changed our perspective of her situation. Turns out, we were too dialed in on the seniority problem and figured the main solution was to try and get her visualization plan heard and respected. Turns out, the problem was rooted at a deeper level. Everyone's busy schedule resulted in burnout and the lack of mental energy to really be supportive or enthusiastic towards innovative idea sharing. Also, the foundation of friendliness and trust amongst our colleagues needed for the vulnerability of open idea sharing was simply not there. Furthermore, we found that being too enthusiastic and opinionated for change could unfortunately make her seem like a keener or as if she knows better than everyone else. Thus, we realized the problem was not so much that Crystal's ideas would be shot down by seniors, but rather a workplace environment that is apathetic towards creative sharing and ostracizes anyone that attracts attention towards themselves in an attempt to change it.
The next part of our journey was introducing our prototype to Crystal. We wanted to make sure she was comfortable with the ideas that we had in mind, so to do this, we introduced her to two different solutions with varying levels of comfort zones. The first solution was to hand out stickers to her peers when they were doing good work to improve motivation and overall team morale. This solution was out of her comfort zone, as it had the potential of making her look like a keener, which would lead to further separation from her peers. The second solution was to have her bring in baked goods every couple weeks and anonymously leave them in the lunchroom at her workplace, with feedback cards beside them. The feedback cards had 2 prompts rating the food out of 10, as well as a box explaining this rating. The double-blended prototype allowed her to not look like a keener, all while improving team morale and generating conversation that is not work-related. Our prototype was tested on close friends and family, and it had many positive results. The feedback we were given was to add another prompt to request another type of baked good, consider making it non-anonymous, and finally pass on the torch to other peers to bake for the next week. We look forward to hearing what Crystal thought of our prototype in our 4th meeting with her.